Hi, guys. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. We are so happy to be with you today. How are you doing, sir?
Yeah, I'm doing good. So excited about this show.
Me too. Me too. I'm very excited. You guys, wherever you're listening, wherever you're watching, uh, just say hello with wherever you're watching from, and we're going to be getting started so we can learn together. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be hot in here. Hot, hot, hot in here. It's going to get hot.
Okay. Please share, and invite other couples to
Mhm.
join. We have a very interesting topic today.
Yes, we do.
Mhm.
Yes, we do. We're just waiting for a couple of people to come on and we'll get into it.
Mhm.
Hope you guys are doing great. Where we are today, the weather, I mean, not just today, the weather has been good, right? The weather has been very good. Yesterday, we had chance to go take the kids to the park, and today the weather is so good too. We're just blessed. I don't know about you guys where you are. I know in Africa the weather is always good.
I know.
The blessed land of Africa. The weather is always perfect over there.
Exactly.
hmm So we'll get into it very soon. Very, very soon. Hi guys, come on talk to us. Today we're gonna discuss. Today all we're doing is discussing with you guys on this very, very important question. Um, Somebody asked us to put this question because these are real issues, guys. Like we can look at it and feel, it doesn't affect me. Why should I talk about it? But people are getting affected by these issues.
Mhm.
You never know. Your contribution can just save somebody's marriage. Your contribution can save somebody's relationship. So it's gonna be very good if you guys contributed what you think, what are your thoughts, so we can teach one another because these are real issues. And like we started in the beginning, we love love. We love to talk about marriages, we love to talk about love. And we obviously our prayer and our hope and our goal is that relationship work accordingly to the way they're supposed to work out. If you're married, we pray and hope that your marriage works well. We pray that our marriage works well. If you're just in any other relationship, we pray and hope that your relationship goes well. So, those are the many reasons why we started doing what we are doing.
Mhm. Okay.
Do you have anything to add on before we start, babe?
Let's wait for more people to join us. First, you they need to share this.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. Yeah, guys, let's share, let's share, let's share. Let us share. Yeah, it's gonna be crazy good. It's gonna be awesome.
Okay, and the topic for the day today is: can you confess cheating on your spouse, knowing that it can lead to divorce? Hmm.
That's like knowing that there's a knife here is gonna hurt you, and then can I just pass through? I gotta pass through the fire. So there's a big fire here, but you gotta cross over for you to be okay. But there's a fire between you and where you're going.
Exactly.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so we need your input, guys. What do you think? What do you think on this one? We
Yeah.
don't know the answer, so we're gonna discuss about this. So
Mm-hmm.
let's bring out the best out of this. So it's a question
Yeah.
that was brought to us by someone.
Mm-hmm.
So we want to see how we can help out on this one.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Hmm. First of all, what do you think about a cheating spouse?
What do I think about a cheating spouse?
Mm-hmm. I think we should start from there first.
First of all, cheating is bad.
Mm-hmm.
So if you say, what do I think about a cheating spouse?
Mm-hmm.
So,
I can share this one now, right?
mhm.
Okay.
So when you say, what do I think about a cheating spouse?
Uh-huh.
What do you want me to say? Like it's good?
No, no, not like it's good. Like that's just what goes on in the head of somebody cheating. Because look at this, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're getting married.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, before getting married, you see, this is a person I want to marry. This is a man I want to be with. This is a woman I want to be with. And then you get married, yes. Something maybe is not working well, or it's not going to the way you expect it to be going. And
Mm-hmm.
then you decide, this person decides to go outside and be with another woman or another man. So, like, what do you think about this person? Like, I would say maybe they're selfish, or maybe, okay, let me ask in a proper way. What
Mm-hmm.
do you think? What makes women cheat, or what makes a man cheat? Do
Okay,
you have an
that's a
idea?
good question right there.
Yes, maybe I
That's a
didn't
good
ask it
question right there.
right. Mm-hmm.
Okay, people have a lot of reasons why they cheat. Some
Mm-hmm.
people, like you mentioned, is selfishness.
Mm-hmm.
Some people are selfish; they just want everything to themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And for others, just to try and go looking for something that they are not getting in their own relationship. That's
Okay.
what I get, especially from men. I don't know about ladies,
Mm-hmm.
but I hear that a lot from men.
Mm-hmm.
Like they go out there try and get what they don't find in their own relationship.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the reasons why.
Okay. Because I've heard so many stories where people say the guy cheated because he wasn't getting enough in the house, like you said,
Mhm.
or the woman cheated because she was not getting enough in the house, enough as in sexually, or maybe just attention, physical, or just emotional attention, excuse
Exactly.
me, from the partner, so they went and cheated. But on the other side, if you love each other and you trust each other, don't you think it's very important that whatever is going through, you talk about it, you seek counselors, you seek for counseling and stuff like that?
Yeah, that's the right way to go with it. You see counselors and all that.
Mm,
Mm, to answer that question, to be honest with you,
mm-hmm,
we're gonna have to get some input from others too to see what they can say about this. I don't want to be
mm-hmm,
wrong, or maybe point out something which is not really how it's supposed to be.
yeah.
But like I mentioned earlier,
Mm-hmm,
sometimes this is what I say. I've had this conversation with you before, whereby you'll
mm-hmm,
be pointing out where you'll be pointing out some people like, oh, this person
mm-hmm,
cheated on the wife, and the wife she's so good with him, or things
mm-hmm,
like that. So we had a discussion. I told you, like, listen, sometimes we just stand there and blame
mm-hmm,
the man, like, oh, he's cheating on the wife, but
mm-hmm,
we don't really know what they are going through
mm-hmm,
in the house.
mm-hmm,
So that's what we miss most of the time. It's like, oh, she's treating you. You don't really know what he experiences in the house.
mm-hmm,
So that's my point. I don't really encourage cheating, but what I want us to be doing is to look on both sides. What's really pushing this person to go outside?
mm-hmm.
Exactly. So is this something that can be fixed to avoid that,
Mm-hmm.
or what? So that's my point.
Yeah, I think it's something that can be fixed.
Mm-hmm.
And I think sometimes this might be right or wrong, or maybe wrong, but sometimes I feel like people are just, they just expect more and they're not giving more. What I mean about that is, this is very common. I wouldn't say it's common with men, because nowadays also
Mm-hmm.
women also, it's happening.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes this partner is start cheating
Mm-hmm.
because they say my wife
Mm-hmm.
doesn't give me, um let me say it straight, maybe sexually.
Mm-hmm.
They are thinking their wives are not, this wife is more than more than what he can experience out there, right?
Exactly.
And then somebody says, I got into a relationship outside because I wasn't getting enough from my wife. Okay, do you give enough yourself? So sometimes I feel like it's supposed to be, especially when it comes to sexual, like sex, it has to be both ways. Like, talk about it, see what works for both of you. But there are some cases whereby the wife is trying or the man is trying, but this partner just goes out and still cheats. And then they'll go like, oh, maybe they started from a mistake. It started as a mistake. They just wanted to relieve the stress. They went outside, then they got used to that.
Exactly.
You see? So can that be fixed? Yes, it can be fixed. But first of all, we need to start with the heart of a person. If you love somebody you love, you don't want to hate them. But again, they'll come back and say, oh, sorry, it was just a mistake. Then they'll do it again and again and again and again and again. It becomes a routine, which is very bad.
Yes, very bad. We have something from Nosa. She say, hi, the Mukadis. Zambia is cool with some showers.
Oh, okay, nice.
Okay, that's good.
Ooh, I just miss that smell of soil when
I know, right?
when the rain pours, and that good smell of the soil is amazing.
So, Nomsa, we need your input on this one. What do you think about topic?
Yeah, what do you think about today's topic, Namsa? I mean, the issues of cheating is crazy because I have stayed in a house whereby I thought at one point marriage is supposed to be that way. I saw it firsthand from my sister, my elder sister. I saw it in the house whereby infidelity was there, and it was just bad. My sister was the kind of a person who never used to talk. She was so quiet, and she would see what the husband was doing, and it was bad. Growing up, now that I'm a parent, I'm a wife, I go through that, and I remember one time saying to myself, I think this is how men are. So what's the point of me getting married? And thank God I found a good man. Thank God. But there are so many women that they think that way, and there's so many men too that think that way. Women cheat, women are bad, or men are bad. You've seen a lot of women say men are, they call a certain name, an animal, like that's how men are, but that's not all men who are like that. So even sometimes, you remember the show we had last week? Ruben was talking about getting counseling, right?
Exactly.
So when we go through those counseling, obviously they will tell us there'll be some hard times in marriage sometimes, but you have to handle it with love and whatever. But this cheating is another hard time, but it's something else. It's a betrayal. It's a betrayal. So it's not just like, oh, we don't have money, let's see how we're gonna eat and whatever. No, it's somebody going out of the house with another woman or with another man. So now they come to you, they're looking at your face like everything is okay. I don't know how they sleep, I don't know. And then now you can imagine the guilt you're carrying in your heart of cheating on your beloved husband. You walk with it, but you can't stop. Or maybe you stop. You want to fix things now. How can you tell your spouse now, this is what I've been doing, but I stopped? Maybe, let's say he stopped, but this is what I wants now to confess, this is what I've been doing. Guys, what do you think? Nomsa, we need your input because this is above me. I just don't even know. Because you can imagine you walking with the guilt all over you. And then how do you even come back and say,
You can read it out.
okay, so Nomsa says, I would say it depends with the type of spouse you have. Some people are able to forgive you, then after forgive you even after confessing that you cheated, but for others, it just breaks the marriage. I wish I could say more, but typing is hectic. No, you can say it in parts. I know. Typing is crazy sometimes.
Okay, the question is, it can, like you mentioned, it can break marriage. But the question, if you really know that it's gonna break marriage, can you advise that person to still go ahead and confess? Like, okay, this is what I did.
Mm, that's what I'm saying. This topic is hey. That's the thing. Can you knowing that it's gonna break marriage?
Mhm.
It's gonna
So, in
lead
your
to
case, Winnie,
divorce.
what would you do in that situation?
Why are you asking me already? I wanted to ask you, but I was like, let me resent
No, I
it.
already said I don't have answers to that question. So, you tell me, what do you think? Can you advise someone to go ahead and do that?
Okay, I have two things to say here.
Mm-hmm.
Nomsa says, I have dealt with such cases and I know how damaging it is for both.
You are saying you
That's
have two
very true.
cases, right?
I have two,
Mm-hmm.
two yes and no. That's what I'm saying. I have yes and no in the sense that, first of all, whoa, it's very.
Mm.
First of all, confessing, you have to reach a point of maturity, one,
Mm-hmm.
and a point of honesty, and the point also of freeing yourself, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you won't just go and say, first check the kind of partner has. You won't just go and say, let me just confess. Obvious for you to reach that point, you've had it in your mind. Something has been bothering you, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I would say, if you want to free your mind, you better say it out. You better say it. This is what I did. I think your partner deserves to know the truth. I think the
Wait.
partner deserves to know the truth. I know this is gonna take into another dimension. It's gonna take into divorce or whatever. It's better to say the truth.
So it's better to say the truth
Mm.
even if the marriage breaks.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean,
Mm. I would also say is I'll first check the kind of partner has. I, for one, I can't advise someone to confess. I'm on your side, Nomsa. I am on your side.
oh my gosh.
I remember say confession is such a relief to a human soul. In this situation, it takes courage. A lot of first and foremost, we have to look at the common causes of cheating. Winnie, here in Africa, cheating itself is enough reason for a divorce. Our values are losing value slowly but surely. Our parents, if old, could divorce over cheating. As to whether confessing to one's partner is concerned, I would rather better lay the sleeping dogs. Like such a confession reality should lead to lack of trust, resulting in cosmetic. Wow. Wow. That's very true.
That's very true. That's why I said yes and no, because it's crazy. First of all, you're looking at those are the secrets you die with, right? On your deathbed, when you see like if God shows us heaven and hell, that right there, you see, I'm about to die. If I don't tell, maybe I'm gonna go here. Let me just confess right now. But I mean, I mean, I'm on them too. I'm on them too. But I was just saying, I think it's for us just to relieve ourselves. We have to tell the truth. But again, like they said, if you know that if you know that your spouse is gonna leave you, like if you know they are gonna leave you, because there's sometimes spouses say, You can hurt me
The
with
thing
something
is,
else and not
because
cheating.
Lorenzo say illegal trick this question. That's true.
That's true.
It's very tricky. So the question here is, I know we mentioned about this gonna mess up your marriage and all that. There's also trust there involved.
Yeah.
If you trust someone so much, like very, very much, and I know that Willie trusts me so much, and then if I come up with something like, okay, listen, this is what happened, this is what I did, trust me, you'll
You,
never
I'll
trust
be
me
broken.
again. Yeah,
Yeah.
even if you don't, it doesn't lead to divorce, even if you don't break up,
Yeah.
whatever it is, but the trust is not going to be there anymore. And if
Mm-hmm.
there's no trust,
The relationship is
love,
not
the relationship
working.
is not there. So what's the right way to go around this? So you just go ahead and just die with that, just like that.
That's what I'm saying. Certain things you just die with them because I don't know, but let's see what Nomsa saying.
Go ahead and read that.
Nomsa says, Winnie, someone did that and it broke their marriage. The man kept on remembering that the wife cheated on him, and so it affected his trust for her. Mhm. I think confession must be something you do with your God. I think it's important to make things right with God and be at peace with it.
Very smart. That's very true. I was thinking
Wow.
of the same too.
I wanted to
God
ask,
can.
I wanted to ask that question. So, when we talk of confession, what carries most? Is it God? I mean, obvious we know it's God, right? But in this, what we're talking about, what Nomsa just mentioned, that was the question I wanted to ask.
Mhm.
So, is God gonna consider if I don't confess to you, but I just confess to Him?
Okay, this is how I look at it.
Mhm.
Confessions goes to God. God is
Yeah.
the one that forgives sins, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Mhm.
So the confession that we talk to people like you, let's say if I do something like I do something to you right now,
Mhm.
you feel it, you're hurt, right?
Yeah.
And then I ask for forgiveness for that.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm sorry for what I did to you. This is what I did.
Mhm.
But in this case, we are talking about something that you don't know
Yeah.
that I did. You don't. You have no idea.
And everything is just good.
And
I
everything
come
is
home,
just
I
good.
pretend I'm fine. You come home, you pretend it's fine.
Exactly.
Yo.
Exactly.
Whoa. Wow.
Mhm. This is a big one. Trust is compromise in such cases. That's very true.
Because when trust is broken, oh my gosh, everything is just broken. It's hard to mend it.
That's very
It's hard to
true.
mend the trust. Oh wow. This topic. Oh my god. So okay, I have a question, right?
Mhm.
This is a question that guys, please listen to this question. This is a question that one of our friends online wrote.
Mhm.
He says, how can you help someone who's been cheated on and the partner doesn't want to talk about it because he wants to cover up his shame?
Mm.
So this is a thing of somebody cheated,
Mhm.
a partner cheated,
Mhm.
and he doesn't want his wife or his wife or the husband or the wife to tell anybody or to deal with it because of shame.
Mhm.
But remember, the person that was cheated on is still in pain.
Mhm.
She's living in pain. She knows, or he knows, he or she, this partner knows that my partner cheated, but the partner doesn't want to tackle the issue right now. He doesn't want to, or he or she doesn't want to talk about it. So, like, how can you encourage? How can you help that person who's going through that kind of cheating? The husband or the wife cheated, and then she's holding it to herself. She's hurting.
Mhm.
How can you
That's a tricky one. Not really tricky. That's an easy one. If they already know that you cheated on them, that's easy. You just have to come out and confess. The issue is you don't have to repeat the same thing over and over. So that's the thing. You just have to swallow your pride and just come out and apologize and say exactly what you did and
so
and
the partner
apologize.
gotta just apologize and so they can fix.
Yeah, because he cheated on her and they're still together. That means she has already forgiven him.
Oh yeah.
If they're still together right now and nothing else, so all she
And you
wants,
see, yeah, go ahead. I'm
all
sorry.
she wants is just him to come and say,
Saying,
"Okay, I accept. I was wrong for what I did. and so on, and then ask for forgiveness.
Yeah, and it's just, I like the way you said it, because it's very important to already ask. I mean, to talk about it and ask forgiveness,
Mhm.
and making sure that your partner has forgiven you. Because if we just assume, let's say we all go back, we go to work, we come back, oh, hi, hi, hi. You don't know what I'm thinking. I don't know what you're thinking. Somebody can get really hurt.
Mhm.
Somebody can, because of that anger, can start now doing stuff to make you get as hurt as she got hurt or he got hurt.
Okay, let me rephrase that. Instead of saying yes, that person has forgiven him, not really
Mhm.
forgiven, like
Excuse me.
she's ready to forgive.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah,
a good
she's
one.
ready to
Yes, she's
forgive,
ready to
because if she's
forgive.
still around you, doing everything
Mhm.
around you, spending time with you, after doing all that, she's ready to forgive. So you have to do is just to stand up and ask forgiveness
And move on.
and move on. That's
And
true.
that's not easy too,
Mhm.
but it can be easy with time.
Aruna Bar say, if I cheat and I confess to God, I'm pretty sure He won't mention on Judgment Day.
Yeah.
The medicine to love is trust. A
Mhm.
real man, woman will learn from his her mistakes. Believe me, there will be eternal mistrust in the union. In
In
the
the
union,
union, yes.
that's very true.
That's very true. Ah, that's good. The way you put it, God is not going to mention it on Judgment Day. Mhm.
Therefore, confess your sins to each other and pray for each other so that you may be healed. The
Mm.
prayer of the righteous person is powerful and effective.
Mhm.
James 5:16. If you are standing on the scripture, then for me, I feel you must have a real mature partner, a mature partner. Mature, I mean one who's really grounded in the word and is able to forgive you genuinely. But if not, it's a no-go area.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Oh my
You
god.
need somebody who's really mature uh, in the word, because this thing will break everything that you've worked for, everything that you've built together, to
Exactly.
just crumble it to pieces. Yeah.
That's very true.
Hmm. That's very true. So should if a spouse, if a partner is cheating, should the other partner cheat too to be equal?
What kind of a question is that, really?
No, it's not just a question. Somebody asked me this question. I'm serious.
So, can you advise someone to do that?
No.
That's it. No, no, you don't do that. Who does that? Come
Remember,
on.
I heard a story. I heard a story and I read it.
Oh my goodness. You even asked that question?
Yes, babe, I have to. Because people think that way. People think that way. A lot of people think that way. Okay, you're cheating, I'll cheat too. So we become equal, which destroys even more. It
Exactly. I know what you're
destroys.
talking about. It comes to trust. Like I mentioned earlier, let's say for instance, if I cheated on you, even
Mhm,
if you don't know about it, but if I come out and tell you, okay, listen, this is what happened, this is what I cheated, this is
mhm,
what I did. So what's gonna happen is you're not gonna trust me. So because you don't trust me,
mhm.
it might push you to do something
Yeah.
just because you feel like I think he's cheating on me too.
Mhm,
See what I mean? But
mhm.
it's not something that you have to encourage someone like, okay, yeah, since
Oh
this
no.
person is cheating on you, you can go ahead and do the same thing too.
No, you
So
can't do that. That's crazy. I just asked before because somebody asked me. Because somebody, I'm telling you, people be talking about these things like crazy. Like I also do it. You do it. I also do it, and it's there in marriages and relationships. Like, okay, you wanna do this? Go ahead. I also do this. So we
exactly.
become 50-50. But I was trying to say, I read and I saw a video on YouTube of a pastor in some countries in Africa,
Mhm,
of he had is a very big pastor, right? So
mhm,
his wife
mhm,
actually had a, while they were married, they have other grown kids, and then his wife, I think if I'm not wrong, he had slept with another man and
mhm,
became pregnant.
mhm,
Yes. So these are very well known pastors, like
mhm.
with a big church. So him too, when he heard that, so you see now what I asked, that is not just out of the blues. When he knew, the wife actually confessed to the husband, this is what I did, blah blah. The other husband, like Nomsa said, that you have to be mature. The husband was like, okay, you know what, we will deal with it. I'll accept this child as my own. I've forgiven you. He said that, but he did not move on. He did not forgive at all. It started eating him up, eating him. Like the trust was not there anymore. And he's like, oh, you know what? And the devil also started using him through those beautiful young women in the church coming to him.
Mm-hmm.
So him too, he fell. He had also a relationship. You see, now they have this baby they're raising who's not for the husband. Both of them, they know this child we are raising is not for my husband, it's for another man.
Wow.
But also what the husband did also went and also cheated. So now it became like crazy mess. It became like a mess. I think the man confessed in church, was telling the whole church, that's the one they have now on YouTube. He was telling the whole church that, you know, I'm done with this thing, this preaching. I'm not going to preach for some time. I'll stay home. This is what I did. But it started with this. It's a long story, but we had to work on it and then come to this point of letting the church know. So that didn't just break their marriage. It broke a lot of relationships in the church because they were trusted people.
That's true.
So even us, that we are not pastors, we're just mere people. You know, like when people trust you, when people look at you, maybe look for you an example to some people,
Mm-hmm.
or just in the family, if something happens like that, one partner cheats, the other partner goes like, oh, it's okay, I forgive him, and then they end up not forgiving. Maybe the marriage breaks.
Mm-hmm.
You're not just breaking your family, you're also breaking other people that look up to you.
That's very true. So Nomsa say so many things cause people to cheat, and for others it's just a habit they have developed over time. And for some, you may find that they used to cheat even before they married. So if you don't know it's cheating, I think it's best that you never know. That's a good one.
That's a good one. That's a very, I mean, it's reality.
It's reality.
Because once you know, you're broken. And also, I like the way she said, some people were just cheating before they got married.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing with women and men. Don't think you're marrying someone that you're going to change them. If somebody's been cheating already and can't change while you're in a relationship before you get into marriage, don't think they'll change.
They'll change, that's true.
I mean, people change, they might change, but don't think you have the power to change them.
That's true.
Don't think, let me just get pregnant, or maybe he's gonna change. Let me ask him to marry me fast, then he's gonna change. No. Yeah, we need to tackle that before getting married. So thank you, Nomsa.
I'm sure she's replying to Nomsa. She say love is crazy thing. It makes people do crazy thing. Takwabati niba pasta.
That's true. For those that don't understand Bemba, there he just said there's nothing like this is a pastor or a man of God.
Mm-hmm.
Love can make you do crazy stuff.
Yeah. That's the principle of the eye. For an eye. And as believers, we are not supposed to pay back evil for evil.
I think she's responding to the question I asked.
Question that you asked.
That's true. That's very true.
Mm-hmm. If your partner cheated, cheat not. That's right. Mm-hmm.
Be the light. Be the good example.
That's very true.
Mm-hmm. Marcin. Marcin says, in love, how we are supposed to love. No records or wrong should be kept. We in this human flesh, and that doesn't always happen. Everyone's conviction is different. One might say confession to God is enough. Another may not be able to live with their conscience. That's true. Be led by the Spirit. He will lead you accordingly. He only knows the right answer, also in the situation where the cheating was unsafe. Like no protection, it seems right to disclose, right? This is a tough one. Yeah, that's very true. That's very true. Thank you so much for saying.
Especially if you are trusted, like they really trust you so much.
Yes. And especially if you have children, grown children, like kids are growing. One day you're gonna tell them your dad cheated
I
or
know,
your
right?
mom cheated. Because
How can you
sometimes,
miss that?
no,
Mm.
there will be a time whereby, hey, I'll go back to the movie again. I saw the movie. What we see, I know it's just movies, but they happen, right?
Mm.
I saw this movie of a mother was never going to his son's games, right? He stopped. She was doing it, but at some point she stopped going, and the son hated the mother for doing that. And after a while, when the son was grown and the son became a professional athlete, and the son was telling the mother one day, how come you don't like me? How come you never attended my stuff? Blah blah. And the mother was like, I can tell you the truth now that you're grown. Your father was dating your coach, who was a lady, and he didn't want me to be there.
I see.
You see? So there'll be a point whereby kids, they can know in the future, my father did this, my mother did this, but it's not an obvious that we have to tell children those things, because we want children to have a good relationship with their parents.
Mhm. I would like to know. Someone else may say ignorance is bliss. Don't tell me, Lord. Oh my
Oh,
God.
that's true. That's true. That's the same as what Nomsa said, right? If you don't know, just stay like that. Don't go look for it.
Mhm.
Yeah, Marcin says that a good point, Winnie. You can destroy your witness in other lives, but
Your redemption.
your redemption could help.
Could
Yeah,
help. That's very true.
that's very true. Oh yeah, I'm telling you.
Tell me about it.
This is a tricky one. It's a tricky one. So already we know, right, guys? If you are watching, we've heard so much wisdom from our friends out there. They're saying, better you don't know. Better you don't know, and don't even confess, because you know everything you've built is gonna just go down in water. And that doesn't mean that we have to cheat, guys. Let's try to be faithful to our partners. Long time ago, it used to be more on men, but now, oh my god, women are cheating too.
Exactly.
So we should not.
Mhm.
We should not.
I don't think there's any marriage counselor or a
Mhm.
pastor or anybody who can tell you, you go and tell the pastor whatever you did or the marriage counselor, this is what I did, I cheated, and then they'll say, okay, you go and tell your wife what you did. Oh, you go and tell your husband
Yeah,
what you did.
I don't
If
think so.
maybe if I'm wrong, but I don't think anyone can do that.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so, because they know once
Mm.
you tell your partner,
Mm.
it's done.
Yes, because
I mean, people forgive. We have to forgive, but it's an hardcore. Like, the trust is not gonna be there.
yeah, there are instances whereby someone is just a habit, like this person is a perpetual cheater, like always cheating, always cheating. Yeah, that's a different case where you say, you know what, you need to sit here with your wife or whatever it is, maybe if it's separation or what, yes. But in the situation where you make a mistake, like it just happened, maybe just once. After it happened, you even feel guilty. You feel like, okay, I did something bad.
Mhm.
That was bad what I did. That's the kind of situation we are talking about. In this case, we are not talking about a perpetual cheater, someone who is always cheating. No, that's a bad habit.
And also, I know. Also, like, guys, we need to. Some people would say these things happen, they do happen all the time, but we need to try, because we know that there's a temptation here.
Mm-hmm.
We know. Try by all means to let yourselves not being found in those kind of temptation. If it's at work, maybe report or do something. If somebody's hitting on you, report that person. Something gotta be resolved, because you're gonna mess up your family for just crazy thing like that. Families are ruined because of cheating. And people will go like, oh my god, it was just once, it was just a mistake. That same mistake just ruined your family. Like, let's try to flee, like the Bible says, flee. Because when it comes to these sexual desires outside marriage, you can't say I'm born again. You can't say I'll speak in tongues. You can't say I'll start praying. No. Those things are not born again. Those things are not Christians. It's our flesh that works with our bodies working in flesh. So you can't say, I'll pray for this person that's coming to me. Oh, women are just flowing on part, and I'll pray for them and they'll go, they'll let me know. No, they'll let me go. No. These things you can't pray for them.
That's true.
So what you need to do is flee. That's what the Bible says. We have to flee from the enemy. That means that just run away. Run away from temptations. It's okay. It's okay. Because
Say, well, put at here. So she's agreeing with us. Okay, so I think we've come to a conclusion. We know.
don't tell,
Don't tell.
don't cheat.
No, we're not saying you should go ahead and cheat.
Don't cheat. Don't tell, but don't cheat.
Mr. Mkari, would you confess to cheating today? Madam Winnie, Madam Winnie, would you forgive Mr. Mkari and the other way around? That's a good question. Depending on the situation and the way I know her. So when we first met, one thing that she really told me, she was serious on this. If you want to cheat or if you are planning to cheat, just let me know. That way, we just go separate ways. That's her. So, if it was to happen to me, like say, I'm the one that need to confess. Honestly speaking, just me knowing myself, if it happened to me, we have kids, we have all that. Honestly speaking, I'm not gonna do it. I'm being honest. I'm not gonna do it.
Yo, I'll pray for the Holy Spirit to review.
Honestly, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not. Let it be. Maybe she catches me and everything like that. Then I'll change my mind. Okay, let me apologize for whatever happened. It will never repeat itself. But other than that, it's a no from me.
And then you say, Winnie, would you forgive? Aruna, to be honest, I will forgive to free myself. But I know forgiveness is really hard. And we're talking about somebody you love, somebody you trust. When they break you like that, obviously you have to forgive. But I don't know what would happen. Like, I'll get all the pots in the house on his head.
You guys are listening, right?
I just don't know. Aruna, I'm just being honest. I just don't know what I would do, but forgiving, I would.
The question is, can you forgive?
Can we forgive? That's what I'm trying to say. I would forgive, yes. I would forgive. No cheating here. I would forgive. I would forgive. I've struggled with forgiveness before. Like, some people hurt me in a different way. Not this way, guys. In a different way. Not my husband, somebody else. And I struggled with forgiveness. And I just realized that we can be Christians and be talking about these things. But when it hits you, that's when you know that, it's not really easy.
So, but the forgiveness we are talking about here, I see most people say, okay, you don't have to go back and confess to your spouse or whatever it is, because it's going to break marriage and everything. So let's talk as Christians right now, because the Bible talk of forgiveness, right? And it say you can forgive 7 times.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that does not apply to marriage?
No, it does apply to marriage. So it does apply to marriage. The thing is, you can forgive. Nomsa says forgive and forget. No. So this forgive and forget, for me, this, guys, please correct me if I'm wrong. This forgive and forget.
This is what my sensei, have a convo with your spouse. Ask Annie, if I cheat, do you want to know? Kidding. That's a good one. Seriously, in the African community, I hear often from women, as long as it doesn't disagree, it doesn't disgrace me openly. As long as it keeps the side piece in a place, just don't cheat. Okay. So no competition. You don't want that.
Marcel.
Oh my God.
Yeah, going back to the
I
forgiveness,
don't
right?
believe like that. Believe my husband will cheat. I know, right? That's so bad. That's a bad feeling.
That's a bad feeling, yes.
Going back to forgiveness, go ahead.
Going back to forgiveness, right?
Mm-hmm.
People say forgive and forget. I've seen moms also said forgive and forget.
Mm-hmm.
I would forgive and I
Mm.
would forgive and I might not forget instantly. Forgiveness will come, but forgetting will not come instantly or immediately. It will take years or some time.
That's true.
Because you still, what I've understood about forgiveness is that you will forgive your partner cheated, you forgive. At that point, before you forgive your partner, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can't do anything with your partner. You don't want to be intimate with your partner and whatever because you haven't forgiven.
Mm-hmm.
You don't give your all. But once you forgive, you start even talking about those girlfriends your husband had or the whatever. Sometimes you can joke about it, you can laugh about it, it's not affecting you. You see, then you have forgiven. But every time your partner mentioned that, you see your reaction, you go like, oh, again, it's about this. Then you know you haven't forgiven. But you see from how you react.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this person did this. Oh, yeah, they did this in the past. I mean, we cool now, It doesn't make you mad. Then you know you have forgiven. But are you going to forget? No. Even after we
Good point.
10, 100 years, we go like, you remember last time? Oh my God, being young. You remember when you cheated with that girl? And that girl also was like, you laugh about it. But when you're still mad, you're not going to pass that. That's why.
Also say, Mr. Mukari, you are safe. Yes, I'm very safe.
What did Marcel say there? Yeah. In the same way, when you tell me you don't want me, you don't want me anymore before you cheat, I will go my way alone. I have, I don't even know. That's true. That's true. Yeah. So amazing. This has
You have
been
a question for
amazing.
you there.
I meant to ask you, Mrs. Mukadi, that when you forgive, you will forget he cheated? No. I will not forget he cheated. I will still remember he cheated. And with women, we still remember. Our men forget fast. As me, I remember the time my husband told me what he was wearing. I don't know if I don't know if the all the women are the same. But I remember very well that, baby, you wore this, whatever. We were in the car, we were going here, and then you told me this. You were like, I don't even remember. You don't remember, blah, 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 blah. So I'm not going to forget that he cheated. I will remember, but it's not going to affect me as much as it affected me before I forgave him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Marcel said the Bible says forgive, not forget. We are humans. It's hard to forget. It's more power in forgiving while you can forget. That's true forgiveness. Hey, you remember? And show mercy.
Yes, yes.
That's true.
That's very true, Marcel. Yes, that's very true.
That's very, very true.
So for all the couples out there that are going through issues of infidelity in their homes, just know that the issue of trust will be involved, especially if you love your partner. Obviously, you want to do something that will make them happy. You don't want to make your husband mad and be thinking it's like you're not even safe in your own home because you did something that your partner is not happy about, and you don't know what they're thinking. Once they're quiet, you're thinking, once your partner gets the phone, is he texting a girl or is she texting a man? So the trust, you're not safe.
And that issue of getting into the phone, your partner's phone, you need to stop. I'm serious. You need to stop. You're gonna find something that you didn't be expecting.
No, me, I'm okay using your phone.
Yeah, no. This is what I'm saying. Go into the phone in the intention of finding something.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
oh, let me see. Who was he talking to? You see what I
Looking.
mean?
No, I mean that's bad. That's
Yeah.
really bad. You don't want to start looking for stuff because you're gonna find them. Whatever
Yeah,
you're looking for,
definitely.
you find it.
You'll find it.
Bad. There are situations whereby you do the same thing. My phone would ring, you get it, you give it to me, or sometimes you get my phone, you're just looking for something else. Maybe you're on Facebook or you want to check, you want to browse something on my phone, and I do the same thing on yours.
Exactly.
I have a problem whereby, guys, listen to me, and if just tell me what you think. But I have a problem whereby partners can't even let their partner see their phone. That's a mess. That's like, what are you hiding?
That's true.
There are so many people. I see it on Facebook. I saw a status. Somebody wrote, a man wrote, "Man, this is for my man. Would you allow your wife or your girlfriend go through your phone?" And they were like, "Oh no, 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 no."
So look,
I'm like,
this just to show
why?
you, right? I'm live. My phone is right here, unlocked. This is ours. That's mine. So she can have mine. There you go.
Yeah.
She can go through my phone.
I
She
can
do
go through
everything.
to his phone.
So we don't hide anything.
We don't
on the
hide
phone.
anything. So I have a problem with that.
But this is what I believe in. Sometimes we have a personal like conversation, like the conversation that I have with friends and all that. So if I get a phone, I don't go through messages. Like, let me see what she's writing. No. Sometimes you can have those girls' conversation, ladies' conversation that you're just talking about things that men should not know. Doesn't mean she's cheating on me. So I avoid that. I hope you do the same too. But that's me. That's what I do. That's what I do. I don't check her messages and all that.
I don't check your messages, but sometimes I do.
Yeah.
Sometimes I check your messages only if some messages pop up and then I want to see. Oh, okay. Then I put it. That doesn't mean that I don't trust you, but sometimes when I have your phone and then some message pop up, oh, okay, it's this person. Oh, okay, I'm not gonna read it. Sometimes I might be tempted to read.
Ladies, you have issues. So just stop getting people's phones, please. Stop.
People's phones, yes. Your husband's phone and your wife's phone. I know it's private, but you don't have anything to hide. You trust me with your life. You can't trust me with your phone. So men and women also, I mean, don't go into private stuff like messages, start scrolling.
That's what I'm talking about.
Exactly.
When I say stay away from phones, just to stay away. Like from message, trying to find something. Most people, when they get into people's phones, they go.
I see another one here. Because let's read this one.
To
err is human. To forgive is divine. If you want to forgive and forget, you need divine intervention. God is love, and if we instill God in our unions, we will learn to love. May God forgive our transgressions and speak within us to forgive them, to fight for temptations. That's very true, Aruna. Thank you. What happened? Okay. So he says, Abigail says, great topic, though tricky but interesting. I'm learning big time. That's good, baby sis. Aruna says, Madam Winnie, the number one cause of divorce in Africa is a cell phone.
Exactly.
Do
That's
you know
why you
why?
need to stay away from it.
Exactly. I get it. And I'm going to stay, I'm not going to stay very far away from that phone because I use really it.
Okay.
But
let me tell you something. I guess here's something about men, again, about phones. There are a lot of... I
can't believe I just said I'm not going to stay away from that.
Yeah, you said it. Here's another thing about phones. There are a lot of temptations in this world, right? Sometimes from nowhere, you can just get a message from someone that you didn't even expect. Like, hey, where is this message coming from? You get the phone and see that message, and then you don't see anything before that, thinking like, okay, we're talking, and then I deleted the previous messages, and that will create trouble already in our marriage. So that's another thing why you don't have to be like too much into. You see something that you didn't want to see. You see what I mean? Exactly.
I mean, that's not a problem. It becomes a problem if your husband now is entertaining what he receives, or your wife is entertaining what they receive in their phones. And
Exactly.
like Aruna said, it's number one cause of divorce in Africa. That's very true. We see it. We read about it. We hear our friends tell stories about phones in Africa. But the thing is, that goes to all the couples. If you love and trust your partner, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just be aware of those things.
Mm-hmm.
Don't hate. You can hate your lost the network. You can hate
Welcome back.
come
No,
back,
sir.
Nomsa.
Mm-hmm.
You can hurt your
Mm-hmm.
partner in another way, but not cheating. You see?
Mm-hmm.
It does something really bad to a person's brain, heart, and just physically, the way they look, the way they feel, the way they think, all those things gets connected to cheating and becomes just a mess. Phones, let's say in Africa, you're cheating, so that's why you don't want your partner to touch your phone. Because if you are not cheating, you have nothing to hide. You can't hide business proposals from your partner. You can't hide how much you're making
Yes.
money. I mean, there are
Yes.
people that do
Some
that.
people that had money go on to get into my account to see how much money I have in my account. Some people do that. I'm not saying that. Some people do that. So they
I
can hide
know.
their phone for many reasons. Can have a business proposal they are dealing, okay, which
My
I don't
wife or my
encourage.
husband shouldn't know.
Exactly, which I don't encourage. And
Mm.
we are not like that.
But that's crazy. That's what I'm saying. If you trust somebody with your heart,
Mhm.
why not trust them with everything that concerns you?
That's true.
You can't trust somebody with your own life,
Mhm.
and then you don't trust them with your own pennies that's coming to your account.
That's
You know
true.
what I mean?
Hmm.
So we have to think about that. That comes also selfishness. These are the things that bring problems. Maybe a partner dies, and then they're asking the wife or the husband, "Did you have this?" No. And then the governments are now coming. Oh, your husband had this. Oh, your wife had this. You go like, what happened? So
That's true.
transparent is very important in marriage. If you trust someone with your life, trust them with everything that concerns you.
Hmm.
These phones, they bring so much trouble in marriages. But I mean, we can, with this our generation, we can learn and fight and change that, so that our coming generation, they can learn from us,
That's
because it's
true.
just a mess.
So, in short, no cheating. We are not encouraging to we're not encouraging cheating here. No, we are not.
Mhm.
So the topic was about, can you confess to your partner if you clearly know that it's going to lead into divorce?
Mhm.
So most people say that no, just keep it in the dark, just keep it in the
Mhm.
back and forget about it.
But yourself, you need to stop cheating so it doesn't. I mean, you don't have to continue cheating. You
Mhm.
have to stay clean, right?
Yeah, you have to stay clean,
And
definitely.
for those cheaters, you need to stop. Women and men cheating on your spouses, need just stop. It's it's not a good thing. First of all, yourself are not even like, you're not free, because every time she's gonna catch me, he's gonna catch me. No, that's not a good life. Just stay with your family. Make that little money you're making for your family. Let your children grow up knowing that that is good. I mean, it's good. And one more thing before we go. This
Hmm.
is real.
Hmm.
When everything we do today affects another generation to come, if you cheat, or if you treat your wife bad, or if you treat your man bad, those things can come into your, maybe your children or your grandchildren's children. Men, if you have daughters and you're busy cheating on your wife, just know that your daughters, they'll get married to cheaters, and you'll be so hurt to see your daughters getting married to cheaters. Also, the same vice versa.
Hmm. Listen to this. I wrote about say sometimes my wife checks my cell phone to find anything that will change her mood. If she doesn't find anything, she will still get upset at you're too smart. I think it's just the side effects of love. That's true. You're too smart. Like every time you have a conversation, you delete or do something.
Like you're too quick.
That's
Yeah.
true. Trust me, I know people like that.
You do?
I know people like that. Why are you guilty?
Oh my gosh, percent says when you know why people don't confess. You know why people don't confess because sometimes when the person is honest and says, "Oh, I was looking for the love and support or whatever, I wasn't getting it at home." The other person may not want to receive that. Now, I'm not giving an excuse for cheating, but that situation is a reality. Yeah, that's true.
Good topic.
Good topic. Just don't cheat.
All right.
You are right. That's very true. That's very true. Oh,
It's very,
it's
very
been
true.
amazing, guys. Thank you so much for all your input.
Yeah, so like all the topics that we get and the question they come from people, like this one we receive it from someone. So we didn't know what to say. Okay, this can be a very interesting topic. And this one we decided not to have guests on this show.
Yeah.
So we're still having guests. We're not changing anything. So if you are interested, you feel like you have something that you can share with the world about marriage, please send us a message and then we'll get back to you. We can have you and your partner on the show.
Yeah.
The other category of people we are looking for singles that are aspiring to marriage.
Yeah.
So if you're one of those, let us know, send us a message. And also people that are divorced, not divorced, proudly divorced. No, divorced and they regret doing that. Like they regret
Divorcing.
to be divorced. If they wish they could have changed something, they would still be married right now. So we are looking for those categories too.
So we can learn from them.
We can learn from them. So if somebody send me a question about divorce, I don't know. I don't have experience with that. So we need someone that can come on the show that can talk about something like that. So we all learn from this.
Yeah, and also keep sending your questions that you want us to talk about. And also, please like this page. And also, if you're watching from YouTube, like the channel, Winnie Mukadi.
Subscribe.
Subscribe to the channel.
Click on the bell, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And if you have any suggestion for us, what we need to change, what we need to improve, or what we need to take up, please let us know because we received a couple of suggestions from people. We appreciate that. Someone was suggesting that we need to put in a live calling, like you call. Let us know. We need to hear that from more people. If you feel like it's very important, whereby, like Nomsa mentioned, typing is very hard. Maybe calling can be good. Just let us know. If you want us to add the live calling, we can do that. So we just want to see if we can add something that people really utilize.
Yeah, that'll be just easy for everybody.
Exactly. Okay, thanks for tuning in today.
Much.
It's been fun.
Amazing and fun.
No, okay.
It's been amazingly fun.
It's been amazing. So we had a lot of fun today. So please share this. If this really helped you, share it with others. And no cheating. We don't encourage cheating. If you cheat, apologize. If your wife will forgive you, or your spouse will forgive you.
Okay, guys, we'll see you next time. We'll see you on Sunday again at the same time. Thank you
and
so
the people
much.
in Africa, Zambia, Congo, they all GMT area, the time changed. So right now, like Zambia, Lusaka, you'll be watching us at 20:15, like 8:15 p.m. Before it used to be 21:15. Now it's 8:15 p.m.
Because time changed.
Time change. If you're on the other side, like Kinshasa, I know that it's about 7:15 p.m. 19:15, like some people call it. So for now, ciao.
Thank you, guys.
See you next week.
Always watch Let Love Sparkle.
Same
Sparkle
time.
it up.
All right.
Thank you for watching.
Ciao.